Alright guys, have I got another video for you. Today we're working on the wake tower of the boat. What we're working on is being able to fold it down. So it's attached in two spots. One here on both sides. So what we did was take the bolt out of the front, loosen the back one, both sides, and the whole thing collapses back. There's my rod holders I made out of PVC. You guys can look for my video on that. That was pretty cool. Okay, so as you can see, I've got it laid back. Cool. I'm just gonna have to tie it down. I'm gonna use it for storing it, for towing it that way down the road. But that's not the reason why we have the video. So these bolts were tight. And as you can see on this side, this one snapped the head right off of there. It's supposed to have a hex head on it, and the whole bolt's supposed to come out. I broke it, so what we're gonna do is weld the nut on here, and hopefully with a little bit of penetrating oil, be able to weld that nut on there and just be able to take it out with a socket. So we're using a Harbor Freight welder. This is the 90 amp welder, just the wire welder here. I gotta clip that off, but what we're gonna do is set it to probably speed wise around 3.5, somewhere in there. Gonna do the max setting. We're gonna clip on this clip right on here, right on the nut, hopefully. And put a bead of weld in there. Try to weld that whole thing all up. Hopefully that works. Well, it's on there. I can cover up the sun a little bit. Forgive my welding skills, because I suck at it. But we're gonna let that cool off just a little bit. Squirt a little bit more penetrating oil on there. Let soak just touch, and then we're gonna try it. Get it out of there. Hey, it worked perfectly the first time. I got it on there. Nah, no it didn't. That weld didn't hardly take. So we're going to try it again. Same kind of nut, but I'm going to use a different one. I'm not going to worry about trying to clean that one up again. Get it knocked off. We'll try it again. Okay, well, as you can see, there's no nut welded on the end of this bolt. It didn't work. I could not get a good enough weld with that Harbor Freight welder. So now, it's good old squeeze on a pair of vice grips as best you can. And twist it. Oh, hold on, I gotta do 2 hands to tighten this thing up. Okay, took 2 hands to squeeze these vice grips. Well, penetrating oil and working it back and forth, and it's loose. Well, now I gotta get it out. So I'm gonna keep rocking it back and forth until I get it out, and then we'll be back. Alright, the last few turns, and I can't stress enough going back and forth, especially early on, just like you would do like a tap. You don't want to break this thing off inside there anymore. Excuse me. And the last turn, maybe. Excuse me. Now we just gotta buy a new bolt. Okay. So there's what the bolt on the other side looked like. I tried welding on these nuts. Of course, that one's really crummy. I'm not a good welder. That one looked a lot better. Oops. But it still did not come out. And the last one I dropped, but I even tried to weld on the back side with the third one. And it just was not enough to get that to bite. So, vice grips, lots of WD-40, rock it back and forth, and it finally came out. So now we're gonna get some anti-seize to put on this one after we clean it up, go buy a new bolt that matches it, and then we'll be able to lean back our wake tower and put it back up when we're ready to use it. Should tow a little better with it down, I would imagine. Alright guys, thanks for watching this one. I'll try to come back with you with some more.